How can you apply for this apprenticeship?
All you gotta do is contact me.
Okay.
RedStarSTL.com, Facebook Red Star Autobody. Contact us on any of those platforms by email, support@RedStarSTL.com, and apply that way. We do a little phone talking. I'll pick your brain a little bit, get you in here and see how you are with tools and how comfortable you are. Like, I mean, it's free, but you gotta want to do it. This is something you gotta want to do. It has to be a drive in you.
CT. Man, I gotta introduce my city back again, man. Hey, let's get to know about
S to the T to the L. Y'all dudes don't know my state. This the city where I stay, where my head lay. You know we don't play. I'm talking about my home city. S to the T to the L.
Welcome to Let's Get to Know About St. Louis. I'm your host, CT. I am back here with Red Star Company, the CEO of Red Star Autobody. How you doing, Trey?
Pretty good, man. Just to hear that, man.
Yeah.
That's a dream come true for me, bro.
Man, that's a big congrats, man.
This is something I've been wanting since I was 15 years old, man. To finally be here, it's a real surreal feeling.
That's good, man.
It's like walking on cloud nine every day. It's almost like it's not real, you know what I mean? But dreams come true as long as you work hard and be patient and actually willing to put in the effort, make the sacrifices. That's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, that's true.
Get them dreams, you got to sacrifice.
So what made you get into auto body mechanic?
Auto body came from, it was my lifeline. It was my way off the streets. It was my way out of the criminal element of St. Louis that we all know is so easy to grab. It will reach out and grab you no matter where you at, man. I'm telling you. And this was my salvation.
Okay.
It was my salvation.
So when it started about starting your own business, like what was the process of that? Like how did that go for you?
Lots of failures. Lots of failures.
Okay.
Lots of failures. You know what I mean? Bouncing around place to place. A lot of working for people and trying to start your own thing is like, it's a lot harder than you realize, but it's a lot easier than you realize too. Harder in the aspect that you just got to have your ducks in a row, but easy in the aspect to where it's just faith. Just do it. Okay. Just do it. Like, don't just do it and don't look back about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Wave the magic wand, and I guess it's just after all the ethic and, you know, working hard, it just stars start aligning, you know what I mean? The dots start connecting, and you just got to be in the right position at the right time and be focused. Okay. You can't have that mentality to where it's just about money, because that's not what it's about. That's what's going to take you out.
Okay. Yeah. I heard a lot of truth. That's big truth, man. How long was you in school? And then when you got done with school, like did you just automatically just want to open your own shop?
No. My school process was about at Rankin Tech. Got a shout out Rankin Tech. I mean, we didn't bumped heads a little bit, but that's still the first people who actually showed me the legit side of it. Like, there's two different sides of it, but Rankin Tech, I did that for 3 years. Well, no, it was right at 2.5. But I didn't want my own shop coming straight out, because my apprenticeship that I was in, I was working with a guy, you know, built his own business from scratch, and I'm looking at the headache and the responsibility. I was more on the lines of wanting to gain the knowledge. I wanted to be the best at it before I even thought about having my own shop. And my whole thing was, if you the best at something, then there's no questions. There's nothing, and that's where it's got me now. When you get the skill, ain't no question. It's all gonna line up for you, and that was my main focus, was obtaining the knowledge, getting the skill, getting the experience. So I'm working at 3 different shops, going to school. Like, I literally wake up in the morning, go to Rankin, break at Rankin is only as an hour. I'm gonna shoot down to my mentoring shop, do me a little prep work, shoot back to Rankin, work in their shop for the rest of my little 4 hours. Then I'm going to another job. I was working at a thrifty car rental, and I was doing detailing and little light, sanding and buffing on that, little stuff. And I was also working at another shop that's no longer around, but we did custom motorcycles.
Dang.
So I was just all over the place. It was literally all from the time my feet hit the ground in the morning to the time I got done. It was nothing but learning this game. That was all it was about, and that was like 5 years straight.
So you put your time in.
I put my time in. I was told that what makes you great is your experience.
Yeah.
How do you gain experience without putting the time in? And I'm trying to get 30 years of experience to catch up with all these journeyman technicians in the matter of 2 to 5 year span. That was all I was giving myself. Like, if I don't have it in 5 years, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? And by that 3rd year mark, man, I didn't have it all the way. So I was like, man, maybe this ain't for me, man. But it's a journey. As long as you don't give up on your path, like, sometimes you're going to have to take a pause break. You're going to have to reevaluate the situation. It's going to make you really know if you want this or not.
Right.
You're going to have to, it's a decision to be made when you start your own and start doing your own thing. And I can't tell you what your decision is going to be, but there's going to be a decision. And that decision is going to dictate how your business is going to run for the rest of your life. It's going to dictate if you're going to sink or swim. And a lot of people can't make that big decision.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a lot of responsibility. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, and a lot of people don't be prepared for that, and that's why a lot of people can't handle the mental stress side of it.
The entrepreneur side of it.
Yeah.
Where you trying to go?
It ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
I know.
It ain't all, you dealing with people, you dealing with their money. I mean, good God. Good God, these people, man. And they're your customers, so you got to cater to your customers, but you also got to draw a line. Once you establish all that, man, it works itself out. But again, you only gonna learn that from experience.
Right.
That's why I was on the experience so hard. I had to have it to a point to where if I interviewed for a job, I got that job. There's no job, and I feel like with the skill that I have that I put together all my life with auto body, welding, fabrication, composite molding, I built airplanes. You know what I mean? If I wanted a job, I'm going to get that job, and I'm going to dictate how much I get paid. And that's what I try to teach to the people and the kids that work with me. Like, once you get that skill behind you, there's nothing nobody can say to you.
That's true.
If you want $30 an hour, they either going to give you $30 an hour or you're going to go to a rival company. Now they're going to look at you like, man, we can't let that weapon get away from us. If he get over there, golly. You know what I mean? You gotta be a weapon. You gotta be highly desirable. Highly desirable. I mean, I still get phone calls from certain places, businesses, and shops like, can we please get you in here? You know what I mean? And I'm like, you couldn't afford me.
Right.
I can do all y'all jobs in here. Secretary too, parts person. I can do everybody's job here at once. You can't afford me.
Right. That's true.
That's why it was like I had no choice but to get my own shop.
We're going to go back to the part where you have your own shop. Now, can you give the people some tips when it comes to, like, dealing with an auto body shop? Because, you know, after you get in a car accident, people don't really know what's the process.
The process?
Yeah, on how to deal with auto body.
Okay.
And everything.
All right. Well, I ain't never been asked. All right. So I guess the first thing to do is, there's 2 ways of doing it. Either you have insurance or you don't. Either you were at fault or you weren't. There's a couple factors involved. The person, if you weren't at fault, then the person that hit you had insurance. You know what I mean? And so legal counsel. And that's one thing about my auto body shop. We offer it all. My wife does all the legal counsel for anybody who comes in here who might have an injury. If a customer walk in here, my wife's going to be like, how do you feel?
Right.
Are you hurt? Come talk to me. When you're done with your estimate, come sit down. We're going to have a conversation. And now she's going to help them. And because, to be honest, that's why it's insurance.
Okay.
That money is yours. If you're hurt, you have to pay for that. You know what I mean? That's why it's against the law not to have insurance. You feel what I mean? So let's just say you were to get into an accident. Your first step would, give us a call, speak to me or my wife. She'll let you know, or I'll let you know, like, come in, we'll get your estimate done. If the car's not drivable, we'll send a tow truck out there to you, pick it up, do all of that. If there's insurance involved, you ain't coming out of pocket. We're going to handle all that. We're going to make it as stress-free as possible. I just want you to come in here and see your car and be like, oh my God, how did you do that?
Brought it back to life.
That's just what we do. You know what I mean? I'm here to save you money. Not everybody's rich, man.
I know.
Not everybody is rich. And that's one thing about my business and what I offer, why people keep returning, is because I give you that same top tier quality for a great price. You're getting the same quality that you were going to pay for, come out of all those thousands of dollars. I'm going to get you that same quality while also helping you on your pockets. And that's why my customer base is more like a family base. They'll come here and talk to me like, this is what's going on. This is where I'm at. This is my budget. This is this and that. And instead of me being like, oh, well, I can't work with you. It's not enough money. We're going to find something to make it work for you. So however we got to go about doing it, we're going to sit down and come up with a plan to help you as an individual. We're not just going to look at you like a number and how much we can get off of you. We try to get you back on the road. People got jobs, kids, responsibilities. And a lot of businesses are out here to take.
Yeah.
I'm here to help. I don't have to take, because just me helping is going to help me. You know what I mean? I don't have to take from you or overcharge you or do any of that nonsense, because it's just like, it's no need, man. When I'm down to the nitty gritty, I know it from like the back of my hand. I know what costs what. I know what it takes to do what. You know what I mean? So I can shave some numbers. I can take a little hit to make sure you back on the road. Because now you back on the road. You done save some money. Now your sister done got into an accident. Here she come. Her nephew done got into an accident. Here he come. Now his friend done got into an accident. Now here he come. And it just grows. It's a family. You know what I mean? And it grows. And it's magical, man. That's the only way I can describe it.
Passing your number around, man. Hey, he hooked me up. He most definitely will help you,
man.
So hey, that's a beautiful mindset, man.
I love what I do, man. I really do. It's stressful, but I do love what I do. I like the smiles. I like the disbelief in people's face. Like, that's not my car. I be like, I didn't go buy you a whole nother car, lady. That's your car. How? The whole side was gone. Like, you good. You safe. Everything's good to go. And they get in it. It's freshly detailed, washed and waxed, and they just ride off in the sunset. That's my gratification. That's what makes me get up and do it every day. The smiles of the people, the thank yous, the hugs, because they didn't know how they were going to make this happen. I didn't have no other transportation. Like, you saved me. You know what I mean? And that's a great feeling to know, like, you're actually providing a service that's just not taken, but actually helping people. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. So,
2020 was a tough year for everybody, especially people that have small businesses. Did the pandemic affect your business at any cost?
2020's been good to me. 2020's been very good to Star Autobody. It's been very good for my wife's law firm. 2020's been good to us. Like, it was tough, but 2020 was my leap of faith. People getting fired, people getting laid off, and I'm like, I'm gonna just quit. It's that time. Like, it was just something in me telling me, like, it's your time to do it. You're gonna know when it's your time. Don't get me wrong, always work for that goal, but you're gonna know when it's your time. But 2020, man, and I don't want to get too far into economics and all of that, because it all ties into it. It's all about how it's a chess game. It's a chess game. And everybody look at the pandemic like, oh man, it took so much away, but it gave so much back. It gave people, like, when stimuluses and the unemployment thing came out, but which, by the way, if you're having trouble getting that, holler at my wife. She will get it for you. She's a shark. She's getting people back big lump sums.
Oh, man.
What you're owed. They're not going to tell you they got $18,000 in back pay waiting on you.
Hey.
You got to go get that.
All right, that's true.
But how do you even have the knowledge to go even get that? Call her. Sierra Rendazzo. She will get you together. I mean, she got me together. Like, my wife starts businesses. She even started like 8 businesses during the pandemic.
Dang.
Successful. Restaurants. The #1 most failing business in the world. Started. Doing great. Blue Baby's Kitchen. Doing great. She helped start a couple more restaurants for some other people that's also doing very, very, very well. And the pandemic is really causing people to look into themselves and see what they're really capable of, because all the choices are being taken away. When you ain't got no choices, now it's about survival. What can I physically do? What can I do that can provide for my family? That's what it becomes about. True. So 2020 has taught people a lot of things. There's a lot of lessons learned. There's just so much to take from it. And it's not all negative. Don't get me wrong. We've lost a lot of people. A lot of people. And rest in peace to them all. I mean, I've lost a lot of family over 2020. And you just got to take the positive from it. 2020 bred a lot of hustlers. 2020 started a lot of businesses. All my boys got car lots now. Like, if you look what we've done. Like, I grew up with you. You know, we didn't play sports together. We didn't been on a diamond together. You know, we didn't bled together. We didn't sweat together. So you got to think, just out of that collective group that we were in, how many people are doing their own thing, man, and successful? That's true. Out of that group that we had, of that baseball team, we got military computer engineers. We got car dealerships, auto body shops, law firms, bro. Like, 2020, don't take the negative. Look at the positive of 2020. It made you a hustler. If you weren't a hustler before, I guarantee you are now. What choice do you have? What choice do you have? And that's how I've been my whole life. That's why I am where I am, because I've always had that mentality. Like, I ain't got a lot of choices. I need to make it happen on my own. What can I do that can't nobody take away from me? And that's a skill. That's true. You cannot take that. I went, got me a farm, and sat down and got a guide, man. I had to get my thoughts together, bro. Like, I was not healthy. I was not in a good headspace. And that was after all my accomplishments, college, gaining all this auto body skills, learning machining, learning so much, you know, welding, all of that. It was after all that I still wasn't happy, bro. And sometimes you got to take that break. You got to leave it all. Like, I left my house, car, everything. I left with a blanket and a pack of ramen noodles, bro. On my life I did. Slept on the couch, got myself together, got me another job, and just built myself back up from nothing. You know what I mean? I had to start my foundation all the way over again. Like, my mind wasn't right, and it was affecting my life. Right, that's true. So, man, sometimes I had to quit. Like, I quit. Took a good 5-year hiatus. Dang. Yeah. I did, man. It was that long, bro. It was that long. I had to, though. It was like, even when I did come back, I couldn't get back into it. It was like I'm not going to say it wasn't like I couldn't do it anymore. I just didn't have the will or the desire. I was tired of it. It didn't work out for me the first time. Failed shop. And now it's like, people in my ear like, I told you it wasn't going to work. I told you were going to fail. You're going to have that. And I mean, and I took it to heart like, well, maybe it wasn't meant for me. You know, maybe this ain't my life. Maybe I need to do something different. But after I took my break and got my mental together, man, I just came back such an animal. Such an animal.
What made you get back into it?
Didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I mean, once you have a skill, survival. That's what made me start doing it again. And when no jobs cracking, it wasn't nothing cracking. So it was like, what am I going to do? What do I know how to do? What can I do right now? Man, I got a bumper that I need fixed. It's halfway hanging off the car, man. All right, bring me $275. Okay, I just made $275 in a day.
Yep.
Let me make a couple phone calls. Hey, man, you still want me to paint that car for you? Yeah, you got time? Come on, bring it. I'm going to just do it in my garage. All right, now my money getting back up here. Maybe I do need to get back into it. Because it was just like I didn't have to go back and train. I didn't have to look at no books. It was just do it. Right. It just happens. I know where to go. I know what to get. I know how to do it. And it's just it's not even, it's second nature to me. That's why I got back into it. Oh. When I got that skill, it became second nature. I don't have to think about what I'm doing. I just do it. It's just here. I've gotten so much experience in such a short time period because you got to think I was working 18-hour days.
Ooh, at your job?
Between all three.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm learning something different from each job, a new skill. If I'm going to get a job, I'm going to just say this. If I'm going to get a job, it's because it's a skill job and it's something I don't know how to do. Okay. So how am I going to get training for something I don't know how to do without paying to go to school? Right, that's true. Y'all got an apprenticeship program? Let me put in for this interview. Y'all doing on the job training? Now I know how to do machining. Now I know how to do pipe welding. Now I know how to do casting, pour, make molds. Like,
ooh, you got a lot on your resume, man.
Work with fiberglass. It's just, I was so thirsty for that knowledge and that skill, man. Now that I have it, ain't nothing I really can't do. Right. I can't break no motor down and do all of that crazy stuff. But I got guys for that. You know what I mean? Again, from this collective class, man, we got motorcycle mechanics, race techs, guys who do ECU tunes and all type of stuff, of course. Like, man, this network is so deep. Mm-hmm. St. Louis is going to be a lot different coming up. Yeah, St. Louis is going to take a big turnaround. A lot of people don't see it coming, but I see who's making what moves and how they doing it, and it's going to be so big. Yeah. Like, St. Louis is going to do a total 180, and a lot of people don't see it yet. And I'm just looking at it as the car game. People opening up all these businesses. You got to think how many shops closed down, right. How many businesses closed down. Like, that's because you get too large, man. That's a long way down. You all the way up at the top. It's a long way down. You might hit that ground and not be able to get back up. Right, that's true. Even if you can get back up, that's a long climb back up there. That overhead, man.
The time you put in.
The time, the overhead, payroll. When you running a multi-million-dollar a month business, man, slip up one time. Slip once. You out of there. I see the big names going down in flames, man. But who's surviving? Who really getting money in it? Small guys. Right. But it's the certain small guys who have that quality and have that professionalism that's really, really on top now. Like, yeah, there's always going to be some mediocre places, people just doing it, people who's getting by. Yeah. There's a clientele for everybody. Trust me. There's so many different types of clientele in St. Louis. You got the perfectionists, you got the hurry up and just get it done. Right. Y'all see it on the street all day. You'll ride by and be like, man, look at that car. Good God. You can't even stop looking at it. You be like, man, who did that? You got that kind of clientele. And then you got, like, I deal with a lot of older people. A lot of older people. Not too many young people. Young people, they're more fast. I need it now. I need it then. I have a lot of customers who are perfectionists. I had a customer come in here, bro. I got to tell you. Measured his body lines out on his car. Okay. He was like, it's got to be the same on both sides. Which is a myth. A lot of people don't know that no car comes symmetrical from the factories. Impossible. That's why it's two sides to a car. Until I heard someone at a dealership say, you can't see both sides at the same time. Light bulb. I was like, oh my God, I get it now. It makes sense. But you got to think, when I was in Rankin, I got cars coming straight off the boat that's been crashed while they're in the shipping containers. They stacked up in those shipping containers. Little swaying of the waves and slip off a beam. Now this car is on this car. Oh, okay. Now it is going to be a tax write-off, but with Rankin, they buy that car back. We're going to put it back together. That's when I learned how to section cars.
Hey.
Pull the windshield, rear window out, pop all them spot welds out all around it, take a whole nother side, weld the whole nother side on there, start reconstructing it all back together. Now you got another car again. It's not a lot of work if you... Okay, that was a lie. That was a lie.
I was like, hey, it sounds like a lot.
How can I describe it? I was going to say it's not hard work. It's straightforward if you know the standard operating procedure of what you're doing and how you do it. That's why anybody who comes to work with me, I show you the right way. I will make you a weapon. I will make you highly desirable. I don't want employees. I want bosses.
Right.
I don't like employee-minded people. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. I would rather not have that around me in my establishment if you're working with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want you to aspire for more. I want you to be like, man, I want my own one day.
Yep.
I want to do this one day, but this will get me here. This has a skill set that I need for my business. So I'm going to do this with him. I'm going to get that experience. I'm going to get that skill set and a couple more skill sets. And now when I go to my business, now I'm going to be a weapon. Think about it. If you take welding from me and now you got a welding shop, why wouldn't I just send certain stuff to you now? Contract out to you. That's weight off my shoulders.
Right. Yeah.
I can pay you to make money. That's the business side. Once you start being able to pay people to make money, it's easy at that point. You know what I mean? All you want is help. Then,
Right,
like,
that's true.
let me give you some money, man. Please take this money. Please. Because it'll take some stress off me. It's going to get the job done quicker. I'm going to make sure you train the right way to know how it's supposed to be. Plus, I'm right there with you. We a team.
Plus, you put money in his pocket.
I'm going to put some money in your pocket. And it's all about your hustle and drive. How much money you want. When I was an apprentice, bro, I made $1,000 every Friday.
Hey.
Every Friday for 5 years straight, bro.
Hey.
That's how hard I was at it. Until my mentor told me, like, I can't afford you no more. It's time. I was young then. I didn't understand. I'm like, man, I just lost my job. I've been making $1,000 every Friday for the last 5 years. Please don't get rid of me. Please, what do you need me to do? Man. And I really didn't understand that. I held some animosity in. You know what I mean? Like, I felt some type of way. Like, bro, we had a good thing going on. What's going on? But being at the age I am now, being older, being smarter, being wiser, having a little more experience under me, I understand what that man was doing. That man was pushing me. That man seen something in me that I didn't see. Right. And he was like, I would feel bad. He'll tell you this. We can walk across the street because my mentor shop is lit. I can see it right now. That's hard, man. You know what I mean? He put me here across the street. Like, I got you a place that you would love is perfect for you. You know what I mean? Not a lot of overhead. Great family environment, like our little business park that we in. Like, yeah, we surrounded by a bad neighborhood on that side of the highway, but over here, this is family. We got so much to offer. Tow yards, home improvement, mechanics, auto body, another auto body. Nobody stepping on them, nobody's toes. Everybody's clientele is everybody's clientele. Like, this used to be an auto body shop. When my man Jose customers come in here and they be like, where my man at? He's right there on the corner. I'm not going to be like, oh, no, come on in here, let me do your estimate. No, that man's right there on the corner. That's enough money for everybody. Everybody don't see it, though, man. Everybody's greedy. That's true. Everybody's greedy. And you don't have to be. You really don't have to be.
You got a good head on your shoulders, man. Great minds.
I was raised by old heads, man. Then my mentor was an old head. My bad, bro. I mean, but he was an older guy. And I just took so much from all my guys. I took so much from him. And it just like, that man saved my life, man. That man saved my life. I went from carrying handguns to working with paint guns. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a big turnaround. And I thank that man. Like, I wake up and thank that man. Like, you really saved me. I got a beautiful family now. I got my own business. Like, I'd have never had that if I never met you, bro. ever.
That's
I'd
good.
probably be locked up or in, in a grave. That's why I'm starting an apprenticeship program. I gotta repay that. Just like if I can save one person's life, like how that man saved mine, it'd all be worth it. If you a real hustler by nature, you got that real true hustle in your heart, and you really trying to put some food on the table, you gon' get it.
Right.
I wasn't no genius. I got it. I wanted it though. I really wanted it. To me, this was all I had left. I had exhausted all my options. This is all I got. So I really wanted it. I wasn't taking no for an answer. He had closed his shop down. I would pull my old school in his shop, let my seat bag, hook the battery charger up, turn the heat on, go to sleep, go to Rankin the next morning, come back when I was done, finish doing what I was doing.
Dang.
I wanted it that bad though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But some people be like, oh, that's crazy. Why would you do that? It don't make sense. How don't it make sense?
Right.
Look around you. It worked. It's a sacrifice, man. You make that sacrifice, when you get to that point, it's gonna turn around. It's gonna be all worth it.
Yep.
It's all gonna be worth it. Sometimes it ain't gonna seem like it, you're gonna be like, man, I gotta get up and do this, man. Oh, phone keep ringing. It's stressful, but man, don't be scared to follow your dreams, bro. Don't be scared.
Man, you said a lot of good information, man. Anything else you got to say?
Fear is a good thing. Fear will keep you on your toes. But you can't let it cripple you. You can't let it dictate you. You got to harness that fear and use it as a weapon. Think of it like boxing. Mm-hmm. When a boxer, Floyd Mayweather, he fights out of fear. Yeah. Punch him. Watch his whole game plan change. Now he's, every offense is a good defense. Switch the whole game plan up. Fight on your toes. Fight on your toes. Be able to make a move, be able to make a transition, be able to be ready for anything that come your way. Get you a cushion together. Get you a little safety net. You got to stop with the BS, the jewelry, trying to have the fanciest car, all these clothes and all that. That means nothing, bro. Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Get some equity, bro. Like, get you some real, legit money. Like, and it's not hard to do, but people so fascinated with the materialism, and that's everyone's downfall. Everybody be like, man, how did you get to where you at? Like,
I put that time in, man.
Put the time in, and I said, forget everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Materialism, if it wasn't making me no money, why am I spending money on it?
That's true.
I only spend money on what makes me money. That's birthday gift. I'm like, what you want for your birthday? Oh man, that's this new tool that'll shave like 45 minutes off of my time in there. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I don't, all that other stuff. When you start making you some money, it's going to become an addiction.
Yep.
It's going to become an addiction because now you see that you done met that goal. And you're like, man, I met that goal. I couldn't believe I could do that. Then you set you another little goal, just not even trying to set it. But you set that goal and you meet that goal. Now you like, okay. I think I want to try to make $1 million next year. That's my next goal. I can do it. I just need to train some people. I need people to want to work, to want something better for themselves. I can give you a career.
Right.
I can give you not only a career in auto body, but a career in welding, sheet metal fabrication, composite binding. What else? Structural welding. What? Structural fabrication. What? Mechanics. I do firearms repair. Like, what do you want to learn how to do? What job are you aspiring to have? What business are you aspiring to open? I can almost 9 times out of 10 guarantee that something here will apply to that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I got little cousins who want to detail. I went and bought that man a whole detailing tent. Go out there and detail. I'm going to show you where to get the kits from. All of that. Do what you need to do. Piggyback off my business. Make you some money. Open your own thing up. I don't want nothing in return but to see you do better. That's it. And every time I get done with a car, detail that one. So every car I do gets clean, washed, vacuum, detailed out before it goes back to the customer. So take the space. I'm going to give you a page on the website. Do this do it this way, and I guarantee it's gonna work for you. And it does. A lot of people don't like to listen. A lot of people don't like to be in charge, or they look at it as a taking an order or something like that. And it's like, no, I'm giving you some friendly advice. I've been down this road before.
Right, that's true.
I'm trying to help you not bump your head or make it a little more smoother for you. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody got to walk their own path.
That's true.
Everybody's path is going to be different. Some people going to be hurdling. Some people going to be ducking. Some people going to be sidestepping. Some people going to be doing all of that.
Yeah.
But you got to do it. But you got to jump back on that path. Keep going forward. If not, you just going to stay stagnant. Stay in the same position. You gotta want to change the cycle. Millionaires don't become millionaires for no reason. There's sacrifices involved in that. Some people don't be having no lives.
That's true.
You just gotta, I don't know, man. You gotta want it. If you want it, you gonna get it.
You're gonna get it right.
You gonna get it. As long as you ain't stepping on nobody's toes, being a terrible person, because karma's real.
Yep.
Karma's real. Don't think because you ain't got it today, it ain't coming.
Right.
Karma's we know what karma is. She'll wait till you get it all. Oh yeah, you feeling good now?
Yep.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
What the heck?
I've been there. And that will depress you or send you somewhere you don't want to be. That's a dark hole. That's a dark hole.
That's true, man.
So just don't do nothing. Pay your karma back, man, and just start a straight new path, man. Don't step on no toes. Don't snake nobody. You don't got no problems. Keep God in your life, man.
Trey, you gave us some good information. Can you give the people where they can reach you at?
Website, www.redstarstl.com. We also have Facebook pages, which is Red Star Autobody, Red Star Firearms also. And phone number, you can definitely give us a call. We got 314-449-6194. Again, it's 314-449-6194. Email at support@redstarstl.com. Or you can just come on down and see us at 4200 North 2nd Street, right off Highway 70 in Grant. I'm in Suite D. Last one on the end, you will see a Red Star Autobody sign outside. Probably gonna be a lot of cars outside if you do come. So you will know where you are. You will definitely know where you are. And we appreciate it if you would come see us, and we'd be very thankful for your business.
All right.
We'd love to help you.
To learn more about Red Star Autobody, all this information will be located down in the description below. Also, follow me on my social media at CTTV. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on more Let's Get to Know About St. Louis. I'm your host, CT, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Hey,
What?
thanks for watching CTTV.
That's exactly what TVP.